Hello YouTube, Virtuals HD here, and today I'm going to be showing you some of the basics of Photoshop CS6. I'm going to be doing a whole series on Windows 7, so bear with me. So let's get started for today. And this is the Move tool, and to show you what this does, I just need to unlock this layer. Let's call it something like the background, but with a B, of course. Now, what you do is just click and drag, and then you can move anything around, just like so. And one thing you can do with this is, if you want a shortcut for this, because this is a very common tool that you will use, you just press V. And next is this rectangular marquee tool, and what this does is it allows you to make a rectangular selection, just like so. And if you hold down the shift key, you can make a one-by-one selection. And if you click and drag around, you can also move this selection around. And next we have this elliptical marquee tool, and what this does is it also allows you to make a circular selection, and if you hold down shift, you can make a one-by-one selection, and you can also move it around. Next is this single row marquee tool, and what this allows you to do is you can make a selection of a row of pixels. So if I just zoom in with the zoom tool, you can see that this is a single row of pixels, and just zoom out, and this works the same way with this single column marquee tool. Next is this Lasso Tool, and what you do with this is it's a free draw selection tool, so you just draw with your mouse, and then you can just do whatever. And another thing you can do with selections is, if you have one selection and you hold down shift to make another one, it will add them together, and this works for any selection tool. It doesn't just have to be this Lasso tool. And next we have this polygon tool, and what you do with this is it just snaps to wherever you click. So just click to start it off, and then click for next time, and it will snap to that. This is the magnetic lasso tool, and what you do with this is it will stick to the color boundary. So wherever there's a change in color, it will stop there to help you select a bit easily, just like so. Next we have this quick selection tool, and what this allows you to do is just click. It works like a brush, so you just click and it will make a selection, and you can move it around, and this will also go near color boundary and stop there. And if you hold down the Alt key, you can deselect a certain selection, and this is the magic wand. Oh yeah, I just need to decrease the tolerance, and so now you can see that it will select a group of colors that are the same. And this is the crop tool. I just need to deselect this, so Control D, and now if I drag this in or out, you can see that it focuses into that area. If I press the tick, it will crop it to that, but I don't want to. Next is this perspective crop tool, and what this allows you to do is crop again, but the image you crop will be, you'll be technically looking at it from an angle. Next is the slice tool, which if you're here for Photoshop tutorials, you won't really need to use, because this is for web design. But if you still want me to show you how it works, leave comments saying that you would like to see what slice tool does. And let's just get rid of this. Right click and then delete slice. And next, this slice select tool, which again for web design. And if you want to learn more, just ask me. Let me just go back to the original one so you can see which one the tool was under. Next is this eyedropper tool, which works the opposite of its name. It's not a dropper, but it picks up the color that you click on. So each pixel has its own color, and once you click on a pixel, it will pick up that color. And you can see this right here. And next would be the color sample tool, which if you just click anywhere, it will make samples of the color. As you can see right here, it tells you the RGB of each color, and if you want to delete them, just right click and click on delete. This is the ruler tool, and what this does is it allows you to measure distance between two different points. Just click at one point and then click at another one, and you can measure, you can see the distance up here. If you want to get rid of it, just up here it says clear, so you just click on clear. Next is this node tool, which is only useful when you are giving your PDF a PSD file to someone else, so you can tell them what you've been working on and such likes. But I never use it because it doesn't help me in photo editing. Next we have this spot healing brush tool, which I think is one of the biggest things in Photoshop. It came out in CS6. What this allows you to do is just basically paint over any object, and it will try to cover it up with things around it. So there, you can't tell that there was a V there unless you knew that there was one. Next we have this healing brush tool, and what you do with this is it works the same way. You just need to press Alt, which I forgot to do. So just press Alt, and then you can click at an area and then sample it, and then once you click, just cover it with like a brush, and it will try to fill it up. Next is this patch tool, which all you do is just again draw a freeform selection around it, and then if you can pick a different area in your image, and then once you release your left key on your mouse, left button on your mouse, it will again try to merge the two places together, so it looks like there wasn't anything there. Next, again, this came out in CS6, and what this allows you to do is there are two options. You can move it, so it will try to remove it from the first place, and you can put it in another. And the second option is if you go up to the top, you can change the option to extend, and again if you just draw a freeform selection, and this time instead of removing it from the first one, it just copies it to another place. This doesn't work very well with my file because I've got such a different like shading in each place, so it will work better. Next is this brush tool, which is basically a brush. You just cover it up with things, but there are different options, and you can use all sorts of brush. If you just go up here or just right click anywhere, you can increase the hardness to press the brush harder, and this will be a very useful tool in future. Next is this pencil tool, which basically works like the brush, but the colors are just blocky, so there's no transparency in anything unless you select unless you decrease the opacity. Then there's this color replacement tool, which if I select this green color, and then just go over this. Need to select the green, not the black. And if I just go over this, it will fill it in with the green. It works better when you're trying to change the hair color or fill the black and white images into color. Then there's this mix brush, I think, and that just mixes the color together. Next is this clone sample tool, which if you hold Alt and click somewhere, that will be your sample, and you just fill it in with the colors. But instead, you can just use spot healing brush or just healing brush. And then there's this pattern tool, which it works like a brush. You just fill it in with the I don't know what it's called, but it's best to make a new layer while you're filling anything on, so then it's easier to change it later on. And I just put everything back to normal so you can see where each tool was. Now here's the history brush tool, and what this does is if I duplicate this and let's put some colors on this layer, like this green and this black, and if I choose this history tool, it will try to put it back to the last saved history. So because I just made a new one, and that was the last time Photoshop had it saved in its memory, so that's why it will put it back to that spot. Now this history art tool, which just mixes the colors together again.